Abusia menawasi ema wakwaba. Yenyina yeti kuruma na nche bia na yakoka nsem kakra. Edi nkomo edifa yenu abema Kevin Taylor. Ehuna Supreme Court echirimo Kevin Taylor this time around we free. That arrest warrant and some egundi so nyina no we free out me movie on. Na onu wo man no kura nya asema dibem. Na oni nipa enti obi akura ni motivation say either say obesi abrante no and say bibi say no can say be I think say obi agya manyankopon na kodo to Ghana for bi no mu kire say say the insult legalize ewukruma ai enye illegal biom you have right to attack name attack no titulu ni kese ne wura mpima say do ekọ emaye president Mahama na enya sepketo akwa ne nkrofo bi di atemo media no so na in all one amp nice guy be din komo yente ne nsem ne bi emra
it sworn to it and made the people of Ghana to understand that this is the playbook that they want to play. And today, a criminal case that is between the Republic and Eugene Bafoboni, a brother of the acting CJ who has refused to set a date in my substantive matter in court. And that substantive matter in court, okay, because I did not go to court for the interlocutory injunction. I went to court for the substantive matter. Which substantive matter, for about 3 months, the acting CJ had refused to set a date, but was able to set a date for Kevin Taylor's matter.
Are you sure?
A constitutional matter that I had invoked the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court by way of Article 2 and 130. The combined effect was supposed to give effect to a constitutional provision. Unfortunately, the acting CJ today is saying that he does not have any interest in that matter. A substantive matter that has been before the Supreme Court for about 3 months. They gave an interlocutory ruling about 2 months ago. Do you know that even the Attorney General has not filed any response to the substantive matter in court? Do you know that the Attorney General, as we speak, has not filed any response to the substantive matter at the Supreme Court? Yet the acting CJ have gotten enough time to set a date to listen to this frivolous and this first match of a case at the Supreme Court and get 3 judges that were appointed by President Mahama recently to rule on the matter and say that they have acquitted, or if you like, they have quashed the bench warrant. My question is, the procedure of the court and the substantive law is that before you charge anybody of a criminal offense, the offense should have been stated in law. The punishment thereof should have also been stated in law. Contempt proceedings, I agree, has not been stated in the Criminal Offences Act. However, the Constitution allows the court, whether Supreme Court or any superior court, to charge anybody for contempt if it feels that that person has disrespected the court. It was on that basis that, because of the commentaries that were made by Kevin Taylor, the High Court invited him. Get it well. The High Court only invited him. He was cited for contempt. So it is an invitation for you to come, for you to be heard. When you come, you are not going to be sentenced. You will be listened to first, in accordance with the Audi Otaram Patem rule. So until you have been heard, you cannot be convicted. So if Kevin Taylor was asked to come to court to explain the commentaries that he made, and he refused to come, he disrespects the court, does not show any respect to the court, does not say anything about it for about 5 years, only for him to come back when the NDC is now in power to say that I want to quash that. I've given you an information. Whatever you want to do with that information is your own cup of tea.
You made a wild allegation that Kevin Taylor was living in the vice president's house, and also he was under the protection of the national security. When you make
he has not come to deny it. I have said so. Hold on. I have said so. Hold on. I have said so. You see, there are some allegations that you do not always need the one making the allegations to prove. I am saying that the guy was in town. There is something I said. Up till now, he has not been able to, as it were, say that it is not true.
Silence.
He was not supposed to come to this country. How did he get to this country? And we were told that he used gate number 19 or so. He has not been able to disprove all these things. A simple manifest at the airport can show. And that is why it is one of the questions that I have filed to the Minister for Transport to provide those evidence so that we can also be able to do justice to it on the floor of Parliament. 2 weeks now, the Speaker of Parliament is not ready to admit those questions. As to why he's not admitting those questions, he will have to answer. But of course, we use the parliamentary.
Have you found out why your questions have not been admitted?
Well, you may have to help me. That's what I'm saying, that last Friday you saw me on the floor of Parliament questioning the Speaker of Parliament in the table office as to why those ministers that my questions are directed to are already coming to the House. Okay, those ministers were coming to the House this week and next week. So why don't you table those questions for them to answer it whilst they are coming to the House? It is because there's the playbook. They have to follow the playbook. The NDC is in government. They are in government. They are chopping parts.
And senior man so Eddie in Nkomo Ekakra at the fast answer no so it what it is, whatever. So what you say because life and according to the crown, go to the cry and actually say no more be crown respond to so we their own hard so ever can send for Kevin Tira Nagasaka Sabatin or Nitin Kobo in Sumra.
For baby, the case of Ubagana now go because Akori or say Kevin tell me Bagana. Why how breast of Bagana? One can't minty. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't. Oh, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, this in
I know anything breast. It's a news and so I bear my editor MVP time. Don't say yes, Kevin tell me.
now I am a crowd in our buy no national security in the dinner cheap.
Now every crop no say let's get crop in the chair. Let's come to la crop ever bound to ma. Obi any news. No, and this is a person also. I know about this time so. And this is for better a better escort, police escort. Obi to share. It's we news ana. As we don't go for a trouble as should be jealous say. Can we tell about Ghana? Mama so timba Ghana about Ghana. Like I tell about Ghana one. Oh, I pay my local back and MVP time. Then I go. Then I say, so go. Obenyankwan. And then I say, so go to Nasco Madiachia. Oh, man, but Jimmy phone too much. And it's not before I bring. I'm going to break because what did it does it? It's been a way now who are open because I will never fight for this country, never in my life. I might Jimmy for 80% over Fatamomo. I want to know what you need. I mean, I say, we didn't ask him. But then, and I say, we didn't ask him. No, I'm fighting for Ghana, face Ghana. Oh, Fatama Ghana for him. The Ghana for if I mom. Or yeah, you know, I didn't ask him. Who said, we didn't ask him. Or no, or yeah, penability to us, or I don't know. Or man, or Fatama, or man, corporate don't want to embrace change you. It's just you know. But come on, when are you too late? When are you too late? Me, South face the country, I could review some Fatama can be tragedy. Now, I could review say, face almost as a face can as a face one wine. Now, me less month, I could review me Fatama, Abraham answer. Abraham on what you know, no food dance, and me fight a man. I rang up on Mongana, Muni serious, woman, whatever, a man is Gabia and call this way, Kawuni, baby, now got Chelena, and baby. Now is officer of Fatamagana. I can't have a marry with Pamu, and we prepare it's better, Jimino. Shakai. I'm sick of it already. Or the
that's more. I like your submission, pa. I mean,
but let's more. Sounds and you're fine. You couldn't know the
so what they can make a critic department. I don't want to better. Huh? What's it?
In Chimo, I say.
It's more one. I'm in the country. Say, I'm mining, say, I'm mining. I do
even the current people now you live you so Musin I am not gonna say Nivico video, several sorry na ye fan to Chirima Hona, and I walk current one of Crana binding fee ye mea, who's in Chirima. Can I phone?
There is Coco because you
Na me boa. Yes, Katia. What's going on to go you know, I'm marrying you. Fatima marry Jimmy for 80%.
Ghana.
And
the country with the lowest IQ. Me say lowest IQ. Look at the whole world. Any kind.
No, enter MPP Ebreno. Enter MPP.
I.
Enter more
MPP positive.
I can't afford your pay. And this is so Edgar for sir. MPP catch him some umbra from and for money. You can't went here. And no money. And to almost shop before the motor. And a minute before an anti. About as say a captain, two captains are for player. Ah, catch you back. Jimmy for back. No, I'm not for play. It's your mind. What's saying? What I say?
I am moving Kabi. Why?
Oh, what is he?
Mobin Kabi, dear Mobin Kabi. Now, why we know case? A nice what me win the case, you know. Now, I think the best thing that you can do, they say, I can over down Yanko Passe. Now, I damn ranase. Now, I say, but it's a say, every tell you be a dear. Now, when you say the course in a drawing, a acting, a debia, a assassin, and a bathroom to a baby didn't come up. When be every teller, I didn't want him say Ghana for Embre. When him say Merano said that near Juma way away. But on Rankasa experience be to one about experience be. According to no HM1. Please, I want one both MPP piglets to insult, to just volunteer and insult a Supreme Court judge on Facebook or on live TV for us to see if the law will work. Or per se was some share because on one case I dream was say Marani Nyejuma. If the law will work, because Marana or say Gana for the Casa Marana Nyejuma, no one can send him say Marana Nyejuma. Because all can be tell not when any to the extent they say when him say Marani Nyejuma, according to Nancy Ghana Hano. I can pass a phobia and money home buying. Tapi I can more be. Why finish it if you are money home buying? Basically, say one phobia or spams in a big woman, me more a woman and nurse and Tabo margin no extra. A born and home buying, a protectino. It will only say that being Yamra because I am Ra. That was a one I'm running chance because they will say arresting and send them put a 10 and once my son are squashing in some. It was all percent people in the judge in the Exp0śe. Or I feel no person will show. Because like I was on Wakasa, I confirm no attest to say yes, Embrana Yajuma, and a law is a law, like a woman be also to Marcos, who according to another yet. Who is Embrana Yajuma? Ghana A too soft. It is some people need be DJ in the Atema, and who's Embrana Yajuma. And people need for the BD. And people for the BD. Ghana for being with your mom, we're chasing and now war on now. 5 years. You 3 hours now to me, my Ghana. Sana MPP Libyan soon Jimmy. Name MPP for say. Someone sent me this post of Amatela. Opui. We won't insult the judge because they are not our target. But John Mahama rather more. And also the be manage John Mahama. Maybe do the Yereson in the mano PP for no aha. Emma de Sukoye something which is there no soon yasam ketua. Name whatever. It what it is. I can tell us him running here Jumao. Because on no person who said Mirani Yejuma. And I can tell us it nesting Mirani. What I say? It's like I was a Kavitana Casababe Mirani, one dance, Ghana for say, I'm running enough for Mirani Yejuma. It would be, oh, yeah, because I'm not sure how much. But can we tell a mamma Mirani one dance, him won't perceive no person who tells you Mirana and Yejuma. I couldn't to Kavitela. HSM Mrano and Yejuma too soft. Ghana Mrano and Kui, according to Kavitela and some no. Kavitela, wouldn't draw in King County as a bar. Naka was a woman now be dear, some who dance, Emiliano, Mr. At so be a coup prison about no 2 for the prison home. But this time around, the Nipa Crony encourage you, sir, quite the Adamis, a hot and cry and a subscribe, like, share, comment, turn on the notification, maybe share be my crowd. Bye bye.